Hello and welcome, I'm Lucky Piginini. This is an IMS Intelligence Corp video where I'll be discussing a video log where I'll be discussing background information of the game, development information, and private information. And I'll be showing some private recorded footage of the development of the game, and I'll be discussing some of the choices that I've made in making the game. So let's get started. Here we go. IMS Intelligence Corp was supposed to be a DLC like IMS Death Squad, just 4 chapters long, and it was upgraded into a fully fledged game. It went from 4 chapters to 13 chapters. It was supposed to be 5 chapters long, which is almost as long as IMS Death Squad. So now it's 13, and that's way longer than Super Incursion. So this was supposed to be just a small game, and it was turned into a fully fledged game, and it's doing what Cybernetic Titan was supposed to be. Cybernetic Titan was supposed to be a Super Incursion standalone survival game, which was supposed to be added on to as time went on. I was supposed to add new guns and new maps and expand it, and this game Intelligence Corp has taken over that role. This is the game where I will be adding a lot of new guns and a lot of new content to special missions and survival mode, and I'll elaborate a bit more on that later on. So IMS Intelligence Corp is the biggest game I've ever made. I've never made a game this long, and it's the longest campaign. I've never made a game with more than 10 chapters long. And it's got the largest content. It's got over 50 levels. If you combine all of the 30 survival maps and the 4 special missions maps and the 13 chapters, that's a little bit close to 50 or more. So let me move on to IMS Intelligence Corp was made from IMS Death Squad's files. I duplicated that project and I turned it into Intelligence Corp. And Advanced Station. The Advanced Station, originally there were multiple stations. There was the station, upgrade station, equipment station, and gun station, where you could do different things. There were multiple stations, like 5 or 6, and I decided to combine them into a singular station, into just one station. That's called Advanced Station, and that's what makes it advanced. It's multiple stations in just one station. That's where the name comes from. Advanced Station is got, you can buy bombs, you can modify your character, you can store stuff in there from your inventory. You can do all of this stuff the multiple different stations were supposed to do. And then cut content. We've got the Realm Machine returning. The Realm Machine isn't returning, but it's a feature that was supposed to be in the original Super Incursion, which was never fully developed and was cut out. We've got elevators, bouncing berries, and certain guns like the M4A1, the M1 Garand, the Scar, and those are cut weapons that are making a return. And this game has an upgraded survival mode where we've added so much different modifiability, where you can change the weather, the daytime, and even change how many waves you survive. It gives you access to so many different modifications that you can make to kind of play it in a way that you want, or you can also just leave it the way it is and just play it as it's supposed to be. And IMS Intelligence Corp sets up for Super Incursion 2, which in the way that this story goes, Super Incursion 2 is supposed to be the next Super Incursion game right after the end of this one. And Super Incursion 2 will also have other IMS, will also have its own IMS games, which will further elaborate its story. And and this game Intelligence Corp has taken so many ideas that I was supposed to add to Super Incursion 2, but I've added them into this game. I wanted this game. This isn't a normal game. This was supposed to be the best, the biggest, the longest Super Incursion game of all time. I was kind of developing this to be one of the best games I've ever made. So the scope was really high. I was really going out. I was putting in all of my best ideas. I was looking at so many different games, trying to figure out how I can improve it, I've upgraded the textures, I've improved the animations, I've modified the gameplay, I've made so many changes. I really wanted this game to be special. To me, this isn't just a regular game. This is better than. This was made to be better than the original Super Incursion and even IMS Death Squad. So I really hope people enjoy this game. I've put a lot of time and effort into it and so many ideas. I wanted it to have verticality, different flaws and stuff. And yeah, I really hope people enjoy this game and yeah.